The Child Welfare Society of Kenya is a government agency for the care, protection, welfare and adoption of children. The National Emergency Response and Rescue Organization, founded in 1955. The agency is upgrading its temporary places for children to modern family-like foster care units in the following areas: Isiolo, Kisumu, Bomet, Nyandarua, Embu, Joska, Nairobi, Murang'a, Baringo, Nanyuki, Kisii, Turkana, Machakos and Bungoma. The projects are part of the Kenya's 2030 flagship for the protection of children. Child Welfare Society of Kenya rescues children in distress, abused and traumatized.
Due to demise of both parents and maybe the community or the relatives are not capable enough to take care of them, we do receive them and taking care of them here. And other children who are in need of care and protection. Those are among the categories of children we deal with.
The current places of safety are between 40 and 70 years old and therefore need to upgrade them to effectively serve the children. The newly upgraded homes that use expanded polystyrene has its strength that lies in the durability, lightweight nature and versatility as a building product. Peter Gidinji, who is the Child Protection Officer of the organization, describes of what these newly constructed homes and the services that will be available in these temporary shelters.
This is Child Welfare Society of Kenya, Isiolo County. The government has partnered with Child Welfare Society of Kenya, registered trustees, to upgrade the temporary places of safety of children in order to enhance the protection of children across the country. The integrated center will have professionals in counseling, in social work, in physiotherapy, clinical and education sectors. The integrated center has been secured with a perimeter wall which is 1,200 meters. It has a guardhouse as well as a reception office. The guardhouse provides security access control. The children will be received at the reception office before admission to the rescue center.
Architect Peter Asati gives a breakdown on the people involved in the site construction.
For this project at Murang'a is that we have the team we are working with. We have the project architect, actually who has been doing the design and have been advising what is supposed to be doing. We have a structural engineer, we have an electrical engineer, we have an electromechanical engineer, and as you can be able to see where the project is that we have a contractor, and for these works the contractor is a labor contract. We have the clerk of work, and you can be able to see that the work they are bringing up is of quite good standards.
The projects in these sites have also been of great benefit to the young people of the community. It has created employment as young people are trained as laborers, then to fundis, and the National Construction Authority have been able to issue certificates to young people out of these trainings. The use of expanded polystyrene, which is being embraced in these constructions, will reduce construction periods by 50% and construction costs by 30%, as highlighted by engineer Geoffrey Kisungula. He also emphasizes that the core mandate of this new technology is to protect the environment, as use of quarry stones is limited.
There's a lot of degradation everywhere, especially our quarry sites. Where even as you travel along the Kenyan road, you find there's a lot of environmental degradation. So many open pits have been left, and when we find actually during rain, so those pits are filled with water, and the issue of mosquitoes now comes up, and there's malaria. But now with this new technology, now you find we are protecting our environment, because that's one of the core mandates of this new technology. Because now you don't need to go for quarry they're easier. They protect our environment. We no longer use those quarry stones. We just have this, and then we actually limit the impact of the environment.
The panels is a component of wire mesh, which is called high tensile, and polystyrene, which is a final product of petroleum product. It is fire resistant as it is manufactured at a high temperature, hence if it is burned will melt instead. In these particular projects, conventionals have been used on the foundations and expanded polystyrene on the walls and slabs. What is required is to erect the panels and are plastered in two phases. The first phase is use of sand, soft ballast and cement to give the building a concrete. After the building is done, it will have macro columns, and the final plaster is the normal sand and ballast to give fineness and smoothness.
In case of an earthquake or any trauma or any shake on the building, in EPS technology, you will not be able to get more casualties because the panel is more or less like, or the walling of a unit is more or less like one unit. So if there is any earthquake happening, you will find that the building will not collapse in terms of pieces. The wire mesh or the mesh used on the panel is able to bend and go back to its normal position. The probability of a house collapsing and causing casualties or injuries is very minimal.
And this includes the prototype of the buildings undergoing construction. The community has also recognized the efforts of Child Welfare Society in upgrading the shelters.
Tambua kazi ambayo inafanywa na Child Welfare Society of Kenya, na mimi nashukuru sana kazi ambaye transparency bila kupendelea upande yoyote. Na mimi naona kuna building kubwa ambayo inajengwa hapo, inamaanisha hapa inaweza kuwa region kwa sababu hiyo nyumba ambaye karibu sasa building 3 kubwa watoto wataendelea kufaidika, wale hawajiwezi, wale wengine hawakubahatika kimaisha, yote mimi naonelea wanafaidika, na mimi kulingana na vile mimi naona namba itaongezeka.
These foster homes provide services temporarily as permanent care is addressed. The Child Welfare Society of Kenya attempts to address these issues affecting vulnerable children in accordance with the organization's vision, which is to see all the children and young persons leading happy, fulfilling and fruitful life.